All right, I'm cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a little bit of literature. This is from Sky Sports. Sky Sports is the UK's or just the East version of ESPN. Look it up. Headline: Guillermo Rigondeaux agrees to fight Vasyl Lomachenko at 126 pounds. Dated July the 16th, 2015, 1:35 p.m. UK time. Dual super bantamweight champion Guillermo Rigondeaux is set to meet WBO featherweight champion Vasyl Lomachenko at 126 pounds. Rigondeaux's camp originally suggested 124 pounds would be the catch weight, but after further negotiations have compromised with the addition of a rehydration clause. The Cuban, who holds the WBA Super and WBO belts at 122 pounds, is managed by Gary Hyde, who told World Boxing News Lomachenko's manager, Agnes Clamus, is very interested in his charge fighting Rigo. He agrees with me that this is the best fight out there for both fighters. He wants to fight at 126 pounds, but I wanted a rehydration clause of 134. I gotta pour some music. That's why I'm a little parched. We're gonna talk. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna restart the last sentence. Oh wait. We didn't want the fight at 124, but the most important thing for us is that the weight Loma would be on fight night. When you take Nonito Donaires' weight of 140 when he fought Rigo into account, 134 is much favorable to us. I've relayed this to Rigo, and we will make an announcement soon. After both established themselves as top amateurs, Rigondeaux is unbeaten in 15 fights as a professional, while Ukrainian Lomachenko has moved to 4-1 with 2 KOs, challenging unsuccessfully for a world title in only his second pro fight before winning the WBO the next time out. So, it's like this, right? What happened? Go research yourself. Go look it up. Don't be in denial. Now, it's understandable that Bob Arum condemned Guillermo Rigondeaux in the media, especially it was after the Joseph Abeko fight. It's understandable that HBO is tired of losing money for Guillermo Rigondeaux's poor ratings. But you can't blame Rigondeaux. You can't tell him, well, be more exciting. Take risk. That's his fighting style. It's the sweet science. It's the purest of the Cuban school. It's Cuban school. Only the hardcore boxing fans appreciate the excellence. But the thing about watching Guillermo Rigondeaux fights is, even if you're a hardcore, supreme, ultra boxing guru fan, you still know when a Rigondeaux fight come on to kick back, relax, take your shoes off. Maybe as soon as the fight over, unless you got to write an article if you're in the media or do some shit, you get it done and you go right to bed. You know that it's not going to be some old edge of your seat type shit. But in this case, he's saying he wants to fight Lomachenko at a catchweight. What is it, 128 pounds? It's like, no, bro. Rigo, you already can't get no fights. People telling Golovkin, the same people that's telling Golovkin to move up, is the same people that's saying Lomachenko was ducking him, but Guillermo Rigondeaux was saying 128. Get your shit together. You know? Your ass backwards. So, in my personal opinion, I feel that 130 is a stretch for Guillermo Rigondeaux. But if he's so great, and if he wants Lomachenko, then go to 130, bro. The only issue I have is we don't know if Rock Nation and Bob Arum can work together. We don't know that, especially on a fight of this magnitude, because it would have to be on regular HBO. They can try to put it on pay-per-view, but if Kovalev versus Ward failed the way, I'm not going to say failed, that's a bad way to put it. If it didn't do as well as it should have done, then Lomachenko, Rigondeaux is not going to do that well. So it would have to be on regular HBO. And in my personal opinion, and if you go look it up, Vasyl Lomachenko is not afraid of Guillermo Rigondeaux. He's not afraid of him. Maybe promotional issues may keep it, from happening. But come on. Go research this shit for yourself. Go look it up. He's not afraid of him. It's just that Bob Arum doesn't, in my opinion, Bob Arum doesn't want to push for the fight. You see what I'm saying? Because for a fight for like this to happen, Arum would have to keep going to HBO like, yo, listen, even if HBO is saying we don't want really anything to do with Rigondeaux, we're tired of him. He's not getting us no ratings. And every time we give him a chance, he give us a goddamn snooze fest. Look what he did on Canelo versus Cotto, or Cotto versus Canelo. So Bob Arum is going to have to push for it. And then with Top Rank being the most organized and professional of, and you have to be media to understand this, the most professional of boxing promotional companies, they handle things very thoroughly. So it's kind of hard to see them and Rock Nation working on the card like this. Even though I want the fight, I'm just don't shoot the messenger. I'm just giving you the political end of it. Rock Nation is still like a novice to some of this. They don't even, no disrespect, but they don't even send out press releases like they should. So, I just don't know, man. I want the fight, but it's like if the fight's really going to happen, for it to be no bullshit or no conspiracies and nobody saying, oh, well, Guillermo Rigondeaux drained Lomachenko. Or Lomachenko got schooled and then people say, well, it's because he was drained. No. Bro, if you want the fight, do something special. Go to 130. And for the people who support Guillermo Rigondeaux, I'm a fan. But don't get it twisted. The same people that's saying, well, if Lomachenko is so good, he would go to the 128. Those the same people that's clowning Pacquiao for fighting Cotto at, 144, 145? The same people that's clowning Golovkin for not moving up. They ass backwards. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Please subscribe. All the links to my social media are right down below in the description box. If you want to cover boxing, and if you really want to try to make things right, please email me professionally at editor@fightview360.com. That's editor @fightview360.com. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me your area. And if you make the cut, we're going to send you the fights. You got to make the cut, and you got to work. If you don't make the cut, please subscribe.